To who it may concern, I'ma make y'all love me, I'ma make y'all remember my name. All over the world, future looking lovely, focused on my grind and taking over the game. To who it may concern, I feel like I'm on top of the world, and it ain't gon' stop till the game's on lock and my name's on top. To who it may
I keep it fresher than a peppermint, brand new.
Warm and ready. It's a scorcher out today, man.
Yeah, what is it out?
It's like 112.
Lie to me. Add inches to it, dude. Lie to me.
Oh shit. Well, 58.
You adding inches, dude?
Dude, I add centimeters. That's what I do.
Well, you're Asian, so.
Yeah, I know. It's bring it home for the motherland, you know. Make them proud.
Yeah, international freaking guidelines there. Guys, we'll just roll right into it. That's how we do it. Welcome to this one time. Today, I'm joined by
Garrick Fies.
Yes.
I'm a cool guy.
Yeah. I like how you took it from me so I didn't fuck up your last name.
Oh, dude, no. Everyone fucks it up. And it's so fun. Like, I'll do a couple mics and, like, I always mess up this guy's last name. Garrick Fies. And I'm like, you say that every time.
Well, there's like a 50-50 chance, and I can picture, like, they're going to have it right, but then they're like, no, I'm wrong. And then you fucking go the other route with it.
When I was in high school, like, my football coach would just say Fies. He would just spell out my name every time.
Dude, coaches do the weirdest shit like that.
Dude, no, I remember. So freshman year, right?
Yeah.
First day, he goes, Garrick Fies. I say, it's Fees. And he says, he stopped. Like, he was pissed already because, like, he's going through all these dumbass freshmen. He goes,
yes.
Does it fucking matter? And he said it like that. He's like, does it really fucking matter? I'm like, I guess not.
I guess
not. So then I don't do well freshman year. Sophomore year, I do good. Then junior year, I'm like up to JV varsity.
Yeah.
And then he's like,
this was ping pong, right?
Football. Yeah. Some fucking Jap sport. No, it kills me though. Because he's just like, he comes up to me. He's like, yo, I've been saying Fies. You haven't been correcting me on my last name? And that's when I realized he doesn't remember me.
No.
And I just go, does it really fucking matter, coach? He's like, I knew I liked you, Fies. And then he just walked off.
Dude, hell yeah. That's like a throw the grenade and just walk off an explosion.
Yeah. And he's like, you know, this Jap's kind of cool, you know? So.
Dude, that's a walk-off move. Congrats to you, man. I get it.
Thank you.
But I get it. You know, as a coach, you're like these fucking freshmen year in and year out, and you're like, fuck them. Like, what do I got to say, dude?
Exactly.
Really?
And a lot of them, like, don't even continue on for, like, a year. Or, like, they just want to be a part of the team. They don't actually do anything. So, like, they'll just pretend to be hurt.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I'm hurt. I can't play. And, like, you were fourth string, all right? Everyone on the team would have to die for you to even play.
How big was your school?
It wasn't too big. I think my graduating class was, like, 800, 700. I guess. I don't know. I really don't know. I just
my graduating class was 54. That's why I asked.
Okay, yeah, no. We were a lot bigger. Maybe not 800, but we were bigger than 54. I can tell you that much. Probably like 200, actually. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, the only time I wasn't on the football field was punt return and kick return.
Oh, shit. Nah, I was running back, baby.
Yeah, boy. Hell yeah.
Fucking running through those holes.
Oh.
Since high school, baby.
Yeah.
You know?
You pound it, I formation, dude.
I formation, you know. That's how every threesome starts and ends.
Fuck yeah. Which high school was this?
Rio Rancho High School over in New Mexico.
Oh, New Mexican. You're a New Mexican,
Yeah,
huh?
exactly. We got Breaking Bad and meth. That's what we have. And it's really cool. We got a lot of dirt, all right? You ever want dirt? We're there.
Just prime real estate for dirt, man.
Oh, so much dirt. So much dirt.
Gravel, dirt, rocks. What do we have?
Sand,
Shale.
Shale.
Clay.
Couple dead bodies here and
Got
there.
it all.
I've seen a meth lab like a mobile meth lab. It was the craziest shit. Like, my dad and I were just going off-roading, and we see this, like, weird, like, RV, but it has, like, clay over it. It's very hard to describe, and, of course, it was that time where I didn't have my phone on me, and my dad didn't have his phone on me. So, like, this is just urban legend at this point. We're like, it just looks weird. And then my dad goes, man, that's a big dog. Huge-ass pit bull starts, like, coming at us.
Guard
I'm
dog.
I'm like, yo, that is big. And I turn to my dad. He's looking at a different dog that's even bigger.
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, oh, shit. And then we see a guy, like, we could see inside the car. He clearly has a gun, and he starts, like, getting out of the car and looking over. We turned and just booked it. And we went there the next day at the same off-roading site.
Like, you went back, you crazy bastards.
Yeah, we went back. We're white. My dad's white. All right,
that's
what
the
we
white
do.
side of you.
Yeah,
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah, that's what we do. We're like, dude. Danger? Yeah, we're going. It's like as if we were Spider-Man and had powers, but all we have are PBRs. All right, that's all.
Well,
we
you have a great power. You have the power to call the cops and get them on your side.
Yeah, but we went there the very next day. We decided to go back. We're like, fuck it, let's go back. Like nothing. Like it was never even there.
Really? He
like,
covered his tracks and everything?
Yeah, yeah. You would not even know. And we're like, holy shit. Yeah, so Breaking Bad, fucking documentary. Love that show. It's all that New Mexico has.
Damn.
And it's awful. It's not awful, but it's just like, we don't have much, you know?
Yeah, I get it. I mean, like I said, I'm from a small, town as well. 54 kids in my class. Like we're small. So down there, it's cattle. And fucking drugs, yeah.
Over in Yuma, right?
Outside of Yuma.
Yeah,
I'm
outside of Yuma.
Yeah,
oh, shit. That's because I know Yuma.
Yeah? How's that?
I got a speeding ticket there. And I was like, God, fuck, damn it. Because I remember I saw the cop behind me. I was like, do I book it to California? And no, I took the ticket.
Ooh.
I know about the Yuma Yummies.
The Yuma Yummies?
The Yuma Yummies, baby.
Dude, yeah. Any cute girl is going to be single and at least one kid.
Yeah. Oh, my definition, because two of my old roommates were from Yuma. They're like, a Yuma Yummy is a single woman over 200 pounds.
Oh, damn. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I don't know. I've only frequented Yuma. By frequented, I mean driven past it, and one time stopped at a McDonald's because I was hungry.
McDonald's. Well, I'll tell you what. If you're going to stop there for food, you got to stop at Mr. G's. Mr. G's is a classic Mexican restaurant. They finally got a drive-through.
Okay.
And there's an underground tunnel that would lead to it from the high school, Yuma Criminals, because of the Yuma prison.
I love that that's not like actual mascot name, because my buddies, they told me, like, yeah, we're the Criminals. I'm like, dude, no fucking way. I look it up, I'm like, oh, holy shit.
Yep.
That's fucking sick, dude.
My mom, bunch of my aunts and uncles and my cousins, yeah, they were all criminals for sure.
Criminals, man. Yeah. So, some with more ways than one.
Hey, it's on the down low.
DL.
But you got to have Mr. G's, man. It's classic. It's really stripped down classic Mexican food. There's not a whole lot of pizzazz to it, but it's fucking good. It's good flavor.
Gotcha.
So, like, if we're ever going back, you'll have at least one buddy, hit you up. Bring back a dozen rolled tacos. Bring back some rolled tacos. A bean cheese burrito.
Dude, I bet on that because I'm going to San Diego in a couple months. You got to drive through Yuma.
You have to.
And, man, coming back, I didn't realize on the I-10, coming from California to Arizona, they stop you there.
Yeah.
At least not often, but for drugs and shit like that. I know I didn't have anything on me, but I was, like, nervous because I was like, it starts going through your head, like, did I forget something? Did my buddies pull a prank? And one of the dogs came up to me and started barking at me, and I was like, fuck, because I'm on a motorcycle too, you know?
Yeah.
And then they're just like, oh, no, you're good. This dog's in training. I'm like,
oh man.
And, like, I just thoroughly searched through my bag. There wasn't anything there.
Yeah.
Which is what I wish I'd done the next time I went to California, because that was not the case.
Oh, no. You got a dog that sniffed you out?
No, I was riding my motorcycle without a helmet, which I did not know was against the law in California. Because Arizona, you don't need a helmet.
Well, they know better than anybody else does. In California does.
But yeah, no, so I blew through a stop sign. I'm drunk as fuck.
Here you go.
And then I hear stop. And I'm like, I just stop, because I'm like, yeah, what's up? Because I'm driving through Isla Vista, which is University, California, Santa Barbara. Like, they're called, like, the only people that live there are students or irresponsible parents. That's only people that live there. So I hear, hey, stop. So I'm like, oh, some other people my age want to check out my bike. No, 6 cops all of a sudden on foot come around me. I get off the bike. I'm like,
wait, a bicycle or a bike?
Motorcycle.
And 6 cops on foot got you, bro?
That's what I'm saying. Dude, I got so much shit in the jail cell. Don't get me wrong. I was called pendejo so many goddamn times. But they pulled out, they're like, what's this? And they pull out a bottle of gin that's empty from my back pocket. And I'm like, I don't know how that got there, officers. And
just
shit.
say, in my culture, this is ginseng.
Yeah, ginseng.
Konnichiwa,
Nihongo shabare, eigo shabarai, hontou ni wakaranai. So basically, yeah, I'm a little fluent.
Run it back.
Run it back.
No, for captions. No, you're good.
But basically what happened was they're like, if we search your bag, is there anything we're going to find that we're not going to like?
Ooh.
And I was like, dude, there's not anything. Not even 30 seconds. They come back with a bag of shrooms I've been trying to find for 3 months.
Damn.
And I just go, those are medicinal. Not a single laugh. Not a single laugh. I'm like, dude, come on. I'm nearing a blackout. I deserve something, right?
Yeah.
And they're just like, they asked me what I was doing in California. And I was like, I said, I'm visiting friends and I have a comedy show tomorrow night. So I appreciate it if you didn't arrest me so I can make that show. And they're like, yeah, whatever. And then they're going through, they're taking everything out of my pockets. They find a drink voucher for JP's.
For here, JP's here?
Yeah, JP's here. And they're like, what's this like? That's a drink voucher for one of the comedy clubs back home. You can keep it, not a bribe. You know, I'm trying to like wisecracks. Nothing's happening. And then they find my notebook, my joke pad that I like carry on me all the time, and they're just reading out of it. And they're like,
my
these ain't
God.
very funny. I'm like, you're not getting the delivery right.
Exactly, yeah.
It was
oh my God.
humiliating, you know, but...
Well, I'm glad you touched on that. I mean, that is a pretty humiliating story, and we learned from it. But reading a joke book, it's not like reading a journal or reading Anne Frank's fucking diary. Like, dude, like these jokes are supposed to be delivered a certain way.
Yeah, and not only that, like because this is the one I bring up on stage, not the one I like write out shit.
Yeah.
So normally it's only like 2 words or just a topic. Because then if I'm on stage, I just look at it and then I'm like, okay, I know what's supposed to come
Because it needs to come out natural instead of
Yeah.
you reading a teleprompter.
It's like a band whenever they're on stage, they don't have all the words to their songs on their set list.
Good analogy.
It's just the name of the song they're playing next, and that's what's happening here. So they're just like, Disneyland abortions?
Hold on. I don't think I've heard that one yet, man. You're going to have to resurrect that one.
No, that's the joke I have where it was fucking, it was a heater whenever people in Arizona are voting if abortion should be banned or not.
Yeah.
And I still bring it back. You know, you just change the wording like back then. But basically the premise of the joke is just like, we're in Arizona. No matter what happens in Arizona, you know California's going to go pro-choice. So if you live in Arizona, shouldn't worry about abortion being banned. Because at the very worst, why not make a road trip out of it? You go to California, you get the abortion, then you go to Disneyland, and you have all those kids running around reminding you that you made the right decision.
Ooh.
And that normally does well. And then I'm like, dude, I see these kids, they're running around in Cinderella dresses. I'm like, that's 3 months rent right there. Like, that they're going to outgrow in a month. All right, that's not smart money, you know?
That's a good bit, man. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's true. There is you know, the pad that you bring up on stage just for the quick reminder. Yeah, because you know the worst thing is like when you're up and you're like, all right, what else? God, what do I want to hit? I mean, next door. So we're at an open mic right now.
Yeah.
The shout out to Devon Hanich holding a open mic on Wednesdays.
It's a great open mic. I'm not going to lie. My first time here. So.
Yeah, they got a nice little stage. It's a cool area. And it's at Crossroads Bar Grill, which we're here.
Yep.
It'll be shouted out. Yeah, exactly. But right next door on Thursdays, Sacred Pie Pizza.
Love that mic too, dude. The actually good pizza. Like I'm probably gonna get a pizza from there right after this.
Yeah.
Good pizza, good staff, good mic, very good mic. I love going to that. I didn't go last week. My new job and shit got hours, but I love that mic. It's fun.
Because we would have saw you last week. Because last week my girlfriend Sheila was here, and she comes out to the shows, and everybody's like, "Dude, how do you let a girl come see you perform?" And I was like, "Dude, she wants to come along. I ain't gonna fucking."
You know, it's different. It's different because like my ex now, but she would come along, and it's different between like a good relationship that's already been going versus like, hey, first date idea. Let's go to an open mic where I'm gonna be going at. It's so like. Oh, I hate it when my girl would come with me at the beginning. Like, even though, like, we've been together for a couple months, I'm like, I'm going to eat shit up there. Please do not come.
Yeah, dude. No. It's rough. Yeah. It's rough. But she was asking me, she's like, who you having up? I was like, Garrick. You know, he has that bit about his girlfriend coming out as pansexual, and her mom calls her something.
Yeah.
I don't want to give your bit away, right? So,
no, you're
so
good.
she's like, I don't. Was he there last week? Because I finally had the food next door.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, amazing. It smells good so much. But I try to avoid, you know, carbs as much as possible. But I've been going hard lately, and I had it. No regrets. Amazing. But I was like, it's Garrick. He has the great radio voice. I was like, dude, he's got the great voice and he's smart. I was like, well, it's gonna be a fun one. She's like, I'm trying to remember him. I'll see. I was like, you'll see him because you're definitely.
No, I appreciate it.
You're definitely gonna be somewhere, man.
I appreciate that. No, my sister hates that bit.
Yeah.
Because she's not pansexual at all. She's a little more right-leaning. She's like, why the fuck are you telling people this? I love it. The bit real fast is like, I'd say my sister came out as pansexual. Or as my mom likes to call it, being a slut. You know?
Exactly. Yeah, no, that's the essence. You the way you present it, obviously, like I said, again, you gave the version of, hey, it's in my pad.
Yeah.
Here it is. But the way you present it, you're like, my mom was gonna be super woke or this and that.
Because like she's Japanese, she goes, oh, we have a word for that in Japanese, slut. You know, it's so funny too because like if that joke doesn't go well, then I know the abortion joke is definitely gonna kill, and like vice versa, you know.
Oh, really?
At least heavily political rooms. Like I did one at Tempe Improv where all of a sudden a MAGA chant broke out, and I didn't know what to do.
Whoa!
Yeah, it was weird. It was.
Hold on. Paint it for me. So you're up there. How long were you into your set already?
I was like nearing the end, and or no, it was like near the beginning, and I was like talking how my dad's like kind of like very right leaning and stuff like that, which is how like I open up the set, but it's like to pander or it's counteract my mom and my dad.
Yeah.
Like I'll be like, the worst thing my mom thinks I did drunk was get arrested. Meanwhile, the worst thing my dad thinks I did drunk was get vaccinated.
Yeah.
And this was like at the peak of like all the mandatory vaccinations. And then some chick goes like, let's go brand. That's what it was. Let's go branded. And then I was like, I had to shut it down. And I was still pretty early in that. And I have like, not like looking back, I'm like, I guess I do have political jokes, but I don't like politics in that way. Like when I was like on Tinder and shit like that, I had a Bernie Sanders like flag and a Trump flag, and depending on which girl I brought home, I would throw up the different flag because like dude, I don't care about your political affiliation, I want you to sleep with me, you know. And no matter what, I'll pay for the plan B, you know. That's
yeah, listen, Gary F is gonna F you, and I'm gonna fork over this abortion.
Exactly, you know. I'm like, dude, I don't care. I'm here for one goal and one goal only. Any port in a storm, that's my motto. So I've had some very bad, like questionable one night stands, but you know, that's what happens whenever you're boozing too hard and you look at your gambling app and you seen you lost $26,000 that day.
Shut up. Are you gambling like that?
Not anymore, no.
Well,
no.
Hold on.
Yeah.
So what's the most you've lost?
In one bet or like in total?
Ooh, I guess...
I can answer both.
Yeah, let's do the one bet.
In one bet, the most I put down money was it's like $7,500.
Shit.
I lost that. And total, because I reached out to Caesars, I'm like, hey, can I see how much I lost? And like, we can only give you the past year, and it was $36,000.
Damn, player.
And unfortunately, it was too late. I lost everything, so I'm back to having an actual job now, which fucking blows.
Wait, so you were using as a career?
My income was gambling and playing the stock market for just about a year.
No shit, dude. Wild.
Yeah, I know.
Is that just like you wake up and you're like, all right, let's go?
It was up, so basically what happened like Sunday night, I read up the stock market. And I would put on my trades automatically, so like I didn't have to wake up right at 6:30. I'll be like, if this stock hits below this price or hits above this price, buy/sell depending on what I do.
Yeah.
And then I would wake up around like 7, check it out, be like, all right, cool, go back to bed for like an hour and a half or so, and then start reading up on the sports games that day, and then start betting on those games. And then like there was a week where I made like $15,000 in a week.
Yeah.
Because I would just like, all right, $300 win today, $200 today.
Yeah. So
and then
riding high on that.
And then what happened? I got too cocky, put all my money into stock options, which is basically just gambling on the stock market. And then I got really irresponsible with sports betting. I'll be like, dude, $20,000 right here. And then, not exactly, because like I said, 7.5 was the largest, but like I would just be placing these $1,000 bets and then just lost.
Fuck.
And I was riding on that high. And I am so sorry. It is 115 degrees out. And I am sweating out all this fucking gin.
Ginseng.
Ginseng, baby.
Dude, that is got to be intense. It's got to be a crazy wild rush. So you weren't in a casino? Because I was thinking maybe you were like playing blackjack.
No. Don't get me wrong. I love playing blackjack and shit, but the actual problem was the sports betting, because I was betting on sports before it became legalized, because I used to live across the street from an actual trap house, and I found out one of the guys there did books. So I would just... let me tell you something. Betting on sports is so much more fun with an in-person drug, like a bookie, because you know what's more, like, you know what gets the adrenaline more going? Not like, oh no, my credit score is going to go down because I put all this money into Caesar's draft, or Caesar's Sportsbook. Is like, oh, the bookie across the street is also a drug dealer, and he will break my kneecaps. That is so much more exhilarating when you're watching the New York Giants and hoping they're going to cover the spread. That's so much more exciting, all right? Nowadays, people with that, like, they just go like, oh, I just deposited $100 and lost. I'm like, that is pussy shit, all right? Real shit is whenever Johnny from across the street knows your fucking car and he's going to slash your tires. That is so much more fun. But, no, like, the blackjack and stuff, that was fun. But the problem with the online gambling was, like, it was never real money. Like, I never held the money.
Gotcha.
So I would just deposit it. So if I won big, like a couple grand, I never had the money. Like,
Whereas with Johnny,
I would get the $8,000. I'd be like, this can like last me for a very. I could buy so many Crocs with this money.
don't buy Crocs. I see you in some fucking
Dude, I'm wearing,
heavy duty. Those are off-roading Crocs.
Dude, I'm wearing hiking Crocs right now. They got the fucking.
Bro, I'm gonna call those cocodrilos.
Dude, do it, man. Crocodilos, man. They got the fucking tread on the bottom, so when you're hiking, you don't slip. Dude, I hike in these Crocs. And let me tell you something. Yeah, dude. No. You put them in sports mode. They're fucking... Dude, you can see there's some wear and tear on these, you know. I went hiking on Camelback in these. I go to Sedona and hike in these.
You ran from Johnny in those?
I ran from Johnny in those. I ran from a lot of people. Like, if you when you come on to Asshats And Shampoo, my buddy Jameson, who's also my co-host, he has funny stories where he's just like, yeah, Garrick was with us, and then he wasn't. And then we saw some guy asking for him, saying he owes him a lot of money.
Oh, fuck, dude.
And I'm like, dude, I'm out of here, baby.
What was the longest stint you hid? Like, where people didn't really know where you were because you were like, hey.
No, actually, not too much. I was really good at, like, differentiating where I needed to be and shit like that. Yeah. We love loud-ass trucks, man. Big dick all the way. Big dick all the way. There was a period where I whored myself out on Grindr. That was not good, all right? Because women can whore themselves out.
Yeah.
Dude, on guys, I'll be like, dude, I charge $25 a visit. They're like, this is Grindr, LOL. I can just get it for free. I'm like, dude, holy shit.
It is rough, dude,
It's rough, dude. Yeah. It's fucking rough. I lost a couple shirts. Because sometimes you get a guy who's like, dude, a hot piece of ass. I was like young. I was like 18, 19.
Yeah.
I'll be like, dude, I've never done this before. So I was like, quote unquote, selling my virginity and shit like that.
Yeah.
And this is the problem. I've had so much money. I've been ups and downs. I've had sugar babies. Never do that. It's fucking awful. It's like having real kids. Because it's awful. They're like, you buy them a pair of lingerie, and then all of a sudden, adios trucko.
Yeah,
no, sorry, yeah.
Bunch of big ass trucks all of a sudden.
Trucks.
Going to the Trader Joe's.
I know. That's the thing you never see. You never think like an old big truck, lifted truck going into Trader Joe's. That's like, dude, that's. I thought you'd be going to like Tractor Supply, you know? No, but like having a sugar baby is rough, and I had to because I was like, I just had too much money. I didn't know what I was doing. I was like 19 years old.
Yeah.
But like you buy them a pair of lingerie, and then all of a sudden they send you like, I want this like sex thing, either like a sex toy or like another set of lingerie. And it's like, I'm not dumb. You're wearing that for your actual boyfriend, and I just spent $300 on you. I'm not spending any more money. Anyways, bottom line, don't do that. Fucking awful. It's like having real kids, I imagine. Every time you go to Target and they're like, I want to buy this new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toy. I'm like, I just bought you a new toy.
Oh, dude.
You know?
Everywhere we go, and I get it because we were all kids. We all remember that where you'd go and you'd be with your parents. You're like, can I have this? Can I have that? I mean, all they do is like they got nothing other than figuring out how to make themselves happy. So and you're there on a mission to grab something, and they're just along for the ride. So they're like, hey, what looks cool? I want that. I want that.
It definitely wasn't good because like we followed each other on all our socials, and I would post like my winnings or like how much money I made in the stock market that day.
Oh well, dude.
Yeah, no, I invited. Dude, I was young. I was young, dumb, and full of cum. All right, what do you expect?
Damn.
Yeah, but now I'm broke, so dude, I'm on the other end of the spectrum now.
Are you tempted to maybe make another run at it, but like be quote unquote smarter about it?
Oh no, 100%. Like I don't gamble anymore. I've been seeing a therapist about that because that's pretty bad. Because I knew it was bad whenever I started asking my friends for money.
Yeah,
I'll be like, dude, I just need some gas money when I really didn't, and it was just gambling and shit like that. That was bad, and it was even bad where. Like, I would ask friends for money, and I would win, and I'd be like, oh, that's still kind of dirty, you know? And, it's bad, especially because, like, I may have a drinking problem. I may. But, like, on that, like, I can stop. With the gambling, it was, like, a rush. And seeing a therapist for that. So cutting out on that. So just reading up on the stock market, the legal gambling, the real So I've been reading up on
sanctioned gambling.
Sanctioned gambling. But I've just been reading. And then once I do get back up to that money, I'm not gonna be dumb about it. It's just rough. That's a $120,000 lesson I had to learn the hard way.
Yeah, but also it's like you went through a really rough. You put yourself in a rough spot and you're getting yourself out. So you have this experience now.
Oh, I've came back from a lot worse. All right. So I'm not worried about any of this at all. Short term I am, but long term I know I'll crawl myself out.
Yeah, but I guess what I'm trying to get is because I've been through some life altering shit recently. Not anything like that.
Yeah.
But just life altering in my sense, and it's like being open about that. And sharing it brings more people to support you instead of hiding it and being in shame, because everybody has those moments. Everybody has things that they're not proud of and ways that they're fucking up.
Yeah.
And so that's why I think people really piggyback on trying to defend somebody in the woke culture and this and that, because if you have a common enemy per se, and the enemy at this point would be the habit, the struggle, this and that.
Yeah.
But more people have connected with me, and I've gotten deeper friendship connections because I've been open about my struggles, and so you doing that maybe allow somebody else to open up. Man, hey dude, I'm kind of struggling with the same shit. Dude. What did you do?
Dude, definitely. I mean, my whole thing is I'm glad I found this out when I did, and not 10 years later when it's really kind of a little too late. So we're figuring this shit out now.
Where you burned too many bridges.
Oh no, so. Burn the bridges. I mean, sometimes I like to fall in ditches, but
burn through the ditches.
No, but we're here now. We're focusing on comedy stuff. We'll see where it goes. If not, hey, I just don't want to be in a cubicle at 50.
Fuck a cubicle.
And just. I don't mind working in a cubicle. I just don't want to have those regrets where I'm just what if I tried a little harder on the comedy or the music and stuff like that.
Yes.
That's my whole thing.
Yeah.
I just don't. I'll be okay with a cubicle as long as I don't have those regrets or what if questions.
Those are the biggest regrets.
Yeah.
So you'll have regrets of I fucked somebody over. I really hurt their feelings. I was a piece of shit. This and that. But those you can come back from because people do want to forgive. They want to. It's tough, but they want to. Would you be able to forgive yourself for not really chasing a passion or I guess the regrets of inaction for me weigh heavily more than my actions. So if I held back, dude, we've all been there. If you were in a situation out in public and you kind of blew up, it's oh fuck, I fucked up. But then it's if you saw an opportunity to stand up for somebody and you didn't, God, that eats at you, man.
Oh, dude.
That fucking eats at you.
Except I was just at a 4th, because we're recording this on the 5th of July. So yesterday, I could have stopped these two kids fighting in the swimming pool.
Oh, shit.
I was a little drunk. I had a Borg. You know what a Borg is?
No.
It's called a blackout rage gallon, right? So
you
get a gallon of water, right? Dump out half of it, and that's enough for a handle of vodka, or 750 milliliters. Is that?
That's a fifth, maybe?
A fifth of vodka. So you put the fifth of vodka in. You get some Mio, which is a water flavor, electrolytes, and a little caffeine in there. You put 2 liquid IVs so you're not hungover the next day, which is why I'm standing today. So I'm just in the pool. It's my ex's neighborhood party, so I went over there because we're still friendly in that sense. And so I'm like, dude, I'm down on this board, and then these 2 8-year-olds just start fighting in the pool. Really fighting, trying to drown each other. And I was right next to it, and this is really bad of me. I should have stopped it, but I said, choke him out, dude, choke him out, get him, get him, get him.
Oh, dude. You started pulling out money, you started betting on this.
Dude, I was like, dude, dude, Camel Pants has got this, right? And then the one guy I was talking to was like, dude, we gotta break that up. He was like, one of the dads was like, you get in there. I don't know these kids. I don't know them either. He was another drunk dad just drinking on Michelob, and we were just drinking. We're like, dude, choke him down.
At one point, it's you don't know what you're gonna get involved with. You're already drinking in water. Maybe you fucking get taken in. But then you mentioned that they're 8-year-olds, and it's oh, maybe you could go in there.
It was 2 8-year-olds fighting, and then their mutual friend was trying to break them up. So I'm like, dude, this is a canon event right there. I can't interrupt this, They
needed that moment.
They needed that moment to really grow, and I was keeping ahead. I'm like, they're not interrupting anybody else, so I felt that was my UFC coach moment. I was like, dude, tuck your chin.
Yeah.
elbow him right now. The other parents were not happy. Like, why didn't you break that up? I'm like, yeah, I don't know, man.
What do you want me to do? Am I a fucking superhero? Like, are you just supposed to like go around town like being a vigilante?
Yeah, I was like, dude, I don't know these kids, and no offense, this is the most fun I've had since I've been here.
A Borg, dude. Holy shit.
Dude.
So hold on. You dump out a half a gallon of what?
Water. So you get a gallon
of water.
I didn't dump it. I drank the water.
Got you. So the Mio is all your flavoring.
All the flavoring.
And your liquid IV, too.
Yeah, you put liquid IV in if you want to.
I definitely would recommend it.
Yeah, because then the next day, like, I'm standing here. I feel fine. Sweating out the vodka from yesterday.
Yeah, you are. I mean, I'm sweating too.
I'm so sorry. I feel bad for sweating so much.
No,
but, yeah.
I feel bad. I fucking dragged you outside for this.
Dude, no, this is my sauna. You know, this is my.
You're getting some heat shock protein.
I'm sweating the toxins out. All right.
Yes.
And God knows I fucking need it, dude.
It's fucking cleansing.
Dude, it's awful, dude. I used to do Calvin Kleining. It was my favorite thing to do.
What is it?
Calvin Klein.
What do you mean?
So you know Calvin Klein, like that.
Yeah, the wardrobes, right?
Yeah. But what I would do is I would do a line of Coke in one nostril and then a line of ketamine in the other, aka Calvin Klein. And dude, you're like, it's such a good feeling. Not good for the heart. I haven't done like hard drugs since like November or something like that. So I'm weaning off of a lot of stuff. It's not fun, man. It's not fun.
I get it. I think you gotta get back into the appreciation and then eventually the love of like just taking in life. And I say that as a fucking asshole that I'm serving time for DUI at the end of the month. So,
dude,
and I told myself no alcohol till I serve my time. So I'm 3 months dry or like 112 days, something like that.
Dude, nice. I lasted 34 days.
Yeah.
And then my buddy says, hey, you want to go to Vegas? I said, oh, thank God. And that Vegas trip was...
bananas.
I went with my co-host, Jameson, which when he come on Asshats And Shampoo, you'll meet him. I was with his dad, who recently got a divorce.
Oh, my God.
We shut the bar down.
Yeah.
And we went to this bar. It was called like the Mad Hatter or the Red Rabbit, something like that.
Gotcha.
Inside the BetMGM. And his dad does this baller move. He says, what's your most expensive whiskey? The bartender pulls it out, and he says, leave the bottle here, and just drops his card down. And we got so drunk that his dad left. And this is the thing. We found out, Jameson, my co-host, and I'm like his dad, and he's like my dad.
Oh,
so
shit,
his dad said, I need to use the bathroom. I'll be right back. He didn't come back. I said the same thing. I said, I'm going to use the bathroom. I didn't come back. And spent the next 6 hours of Jameson trying to find both my dad and myself in Vegas. And I love the group. Like, I woke up the next morning in a random staircase in a hotel.
Oh, shit.
And I just see the group text. It's just like, I lost Garrick. He's gone. He's just fucking gone. And we were supposed to leave that day. And I see text from him. It's like, Garrick, if you're not here by in the hotel by 10 o'clock, we are leaving you.
So what happened? Did you make it?
Oh, I made it back. I played blackjack in a casino beforehand because I went back to the hotel room. They were both asleep, so I played some blackjack.
Gotcha.
I got some woman kicked out of the casino.
For what?
Dude, this woman, it was awful. She was drunk, all right? Can you believe that? She was drunk at 10 a.m., all right, on a Monday. Was I too? Yes, but that's not the point. And my favorite thing to do, more than anything at blackjack, is to sit the last table before the dealer. And I will intentionally fuck up the rest of the table.
No shit.
Like, I don't know how much you know about blackjack.
Not a whole lot, but I know that people, if they don't know what they're doing, do fuck it up.
Yeah, but I do that on purpose. I do that on purpose. Like, I'll bet the table minimum and shit like that. And so, like, you know,
Professor Chaos over here, dude.
Because, like a rule is, like, you don't hit on 17. Yeah. You stay on 17. I would just hit anyways. I would bust. The dealer lands like a perfect 21. Everyone at the table loses. And this woman was not having it. She wasn't getting pissed. She was like saying all these mean comments. And then at one point, like this table minimum, like in order to play, was $15. You only had to bet 15. This woman's placing like $100 bets on every hand. She's plastered, you know?
Gotcha.
One eye open.
Oh.
She's on her last 100.
Yeah.
And it comes to me. I have 17 showing. And I'm like thinking about it, and she's like, "Don't you fucking dare!" I turn to her. I said, "Hit." I hit. I bust. Dealer flips over. Has 13 showing. Gets 8. perfect 21. Everyone loses. She throws her White Claw at me.
Oh,
she
shit.
gets kicked out. Casino gives me $100 in free chips.
Oh, baby.
And I'm like, dude, that's how we fucking do it, all right? Because you know what's better than winning money? Watching everyone at the table lose money because of you. And the dealers hate it too.
Yeah, because everybody else is having a bad time. They're not going to get tips.
And
shit, right?
they just leave, and then it's just me. I'm like, I'm so sorry, but this is my Vegas. This is what I love to do. It's my favorite thing.
Wonder if they got a poster of you in the fucking break room where it's like, you see this guy.
Don't let him sit at the shoe at the table because he will fuck up your money.
I wonder how many other 6'2" fucking Asians they kick out because of you. How tall are you?
I'm 6'1".
6'1".
Yeah.
I gave you an inch, bro. I gave you 10 centimeters. Is that what it is?
Yeah,
What is it?
dude, I will take anything below the belt. All right, that's kind of my point. Yeah. I'm compensating heavily over here.
Dude, so what got you into comedy though?
I didn't want a normal job.
Yeah.
But I tried football. I probably could have went to D2, maybe, you know. But senior year of high school, I tore my Achilles, and I was like rehabbing, and I realized I was much better in pole vault than I was in football. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, all right, I'll just get a scholarship.
Because you got that good grip on that.
Yeah, I'm holding on to that pool, baby. Who knew it was going to prepare me for when I was whoring myself in Grindr in a couple years? No one knew that. I didn't even know that. But I did good my senior year. Like, I got second place in the Junior Olympics and shit like that, so I was doing kind of good. And then, I tore my Achilles that year in pole vault, not in football.
Oh, okay.
I went 13 feet, and then I missed the mat.
What?
And tore my Achilles, yeah.
Holy shit.
But,
Did you try to, like, land it? Is that why?
I tried to land, yeah, but...
You tried to stick it like you're some fucking...
Well, what happened, I was going up, and then a huge gust of wind came, and I have the video, like, on my Instagram somewhere. I was, like, not even half an inch away from the mat.
Man.
And the way I landed, like, I heard a snap, like, in my Achilles. It was bad.
I hear it's nasty.
Yeah, no, it was awful. But, and then freshman year of college comes around, I'm like, I'll be a walk-on. My personal best, the highest I've ever gone was 14 feet. Mm-hmm. The tryouts start at 15 feet and 3 inches.
Shit.
And I was like, I don't think I'm going to make this. And I did it. And at that point, I was like, all right, I was just going into school. And I like stand-up comedy. Like, I always listen to it. And then I'm like, let me give this a shot. I did, my first set was at New Faces, one of the New Faces shows at the Tempe Improv.
Yeah.
I didn't kill. I still have the footage. Every time I look back at that, it's like, I cringe a little because of the jokes I told. Yeah. But also, it makes me feel good to see how much I came.
Exactly.
And then the host is just like, dude, we're doing another one. I want you to email me because, like, you have, like, some potential. Mm-hmm. And then COVID shutdown happened. So I was just writing since then, and I like hyperfixate a lot. Like, freshman year of college, I produced music for, like, wannabe rappers. I was making, like, $25 a beat. SoundCloud type beat, yeah. Not very good, but, like, I liked it. But something about the comedy, like, made me keep coming back. Mm-hmm. And it's coming up on 3 years now, so... This is the one where if it doesn't work out, I'll be fine doing an office job, because I'm doing a lot. I feel like is a lot that I can do to at least make it to the next level. Yeah. And then if I don't make it, then I know, hey, at least I gave it a fair shake.
Yeah. So. Yeah. I mean, you should try some like voiceover work or something. I'm telling you, dude, you have a voice.
Well, I appreciate that, man. I kind of looked into it a little bit, and that's my thing. Like, I get lazy very easily. Yeah. I'm just like,
Well, just do a fucking Calvin Klein, dude. Get to it.
Do a little Calvin Klein and a Red Bull, and then we'll have that motivation again.
I like how you have to add something to it each time. It's already the cocaine ain't enough, the ketamine ain't enough. Let's do a little bit. A
little caffeine never hurt anybody. All right, let's be real here.
Fuck, dude. So yeah, you started pretty much when I first gave it a go. Yeah. I think 2019, my dad had just passed away, and I was listening to Rogan's podcast all the time, which is why I started. I used to weigh like 60 pounds more than I do now. Yeah. And I'm like listening to all this information, not doing shit with it. I was like, I gotta get right. So that's when my living in a healthier lifestyle happened, and then I would like watch his podcast and Theo's podcast, and then people would be like, I wonder why he doesn't get like regular people like a plumber and this and that. And I was like, well, I know tons of people that own businesses, and all the people I've worked with through Guitar Center, like, and met through Guitar Center is been awesome.
Oh, I can imagine.
So I have the means to buy all this shit for a discount, and it costs nothing to throw it up online.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what, dude? I was like, because again, the regret of not doing it would weigh more on me. So I started recording and putting them up, and then I was like, you know what? I've always really admired and had a love for stand up. I was like, I feel like I'm witty enough that I can make something work.
Yeah.
And then I started, and then me and the missus had a separation.
Yeah. That's more material for you, man.
I know. What was it? But then we went to work on it, and she's like, well, you can't do stand-up because you were talking to girls when you were doing stand-up. So now it's associated to girls. And I'm like, well, I am trying to work on this. We got kids. Yeah. And then, that went for another 2 years, and then it just was so negative, and I was like, I got to be out. And so it came out, and then joined a band.
There you go.
And fucking toured like crazy, and then quit the band because shit was fucked up. It reminded me exactly of my marriage, dude. Quitting the band was like like divorce, bro.
Well, I can imagine you're on the road with these guys. You're spending so many hours with them.
Yeah, and a lot of financial stress and all that.
Oh yeah, yep.
And then I was like, you know what, man? I was like, I wanna try stand up again, and I did it. And then I was like, I want to get into improv and this and that, because when I was in the band, I met this guy who was producing he has an online streaming show for bands and interviews.
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, we're looking for a host for a travel show, and we think you got like a pretty good personality to do it. Can you come interview? And I was like, yeah. So I did it, and we shot the pilot. Unfortunately, nobody ever got back to us.
Oh.
But I'm like, listen, man, I was like, if people are coming to me and they've always kind of told me certain things about like maybe being a personality and whatnot, that like, okay, why not lean into that? What's up, buddy? Why not lean into that? And so now I've been back in it, and I'm viewing it through, just different goggles now, because I gave it a run already, like 7 or 8 months previously. I'm older now, got way more life experience.
Got
than
that
I
perspective
did then.
in.
I got a ton of perspective, and just taking mental notes on everybody.
Yeah.
And appreciating it, because I had a talk with David Kasich.
Casey, yeah.
Yeah,
no,
Casey.
We talked for like an hour last Thursday.
Dude.
So much wisdom.
Exactly, man. And I told him, I was like, listen, and everybody says this, is like, if you're too scared to do stand-up because you're watching the greats, just go to an open mic, dude.
Oh, dude, you're going to find out the bar is below the ground.
Exactly, dude. Instead of pole vaulting where you're raising the bar, dude, the bar just gets dry. It's limbo.
It's
what it
is.
is.
That's what it is.
Dude, yeah, that's an analogy, right? An open mic is like you're in limbo too. Like,
oh, dude, it's
some of these places.
Dude, sometimes too, like especially when I first started, I'm like, dude, I know this joke works.
Yeah.
People will be like, it doesn't work. I'm like, no, I believe it does. And then that moment when you like finally have that epiphany, you're like, oh, this joke does not work.
Yeah, and you have to kill it, because that's the way my mind would work too. Is like, I was at a party and I had an idea, like somebody had said something about Santa Claus's naughty list, and I was like, oh, dude, he keeps a naughty list because he wants to know where all the hoes are. So then the way my mind works is like, well, I got 5 minutes to go up there, so I'm gonna do 5 minutes on Santa Claus, dude.
Oh, dude,
because that's my Santa Claus bit.
Yeah.
And that thing bombed so many times, but I'm like, no, I know it's funny. And eventually I just got to stop doing it.
Dude, my worst bomb was at CB Live. There's probably like 100 people there, 125 people there. It was a packed show. At least for me, my standards, that's pretty big. Probably the biggest show I've ever done.
Fuck yeah.
And I'm the second to last comedian.
Ooh.
And throughout the whole night, they're like, hey, the audience likes dark. They love dark. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, so they're back there and they kind of like, give you things. Hey, they're lean into this. And
yeah.
Like, oh, that's kind of tough though.
And so I've been working on this bit that I knew wasn't ready, but I was a couple gin and tonics deep, and I'm like, we're gonna fucking go.
Let that gin sing.
Yeah. And fucking Aldo Campagna said that they all love the joke, but I feel like it's one of those comics jokes where you can't just say it. And so I was doing crowd work, and this guy I was like saying, anyone trying to break up with their person right now? And they're like, yeah, kinda. And then this one guy was like, yeah, she's suicidal, so I don't want to break up with her because of what might happen.
Yeah.
And which was perfect. I thought was a godsend because it perfectly led up to that bit. So I'm like, oh, well, next time she calls you over because she's going to kill herself, just put the GPS in on the scenic route. just take the scenic route and let the problem fix itself was along the lines of that joke.
Yeah.
It bombed so hard you could hear a pin drop.
Oh, no.
And I started that joke when I saw the light. So I knew I only had a minute left. So then it was like 30 seconds of me floundering, they played me off with music. That's how bad it was. And Peter Jordan was there. I don't know if you know him at all.
Yeah.
He's like, Garrick, you're not going to like it. I'm going to give you a fist bump. But we both know what happened, right? I was like, yeah, no, I know.
You committed suicide, dude.
The headliner couldn't fix it. That's how bad it was.
Oh, no.
And that was a quiet car ride home. No radio, just a couple teardrops falling.
Fuck.
But, I like didn't do comedy for like 2 weeks after that. I was like, dude, I can't do that.
Christ.
And it was rough, too, because I was recording people's sets. So they're like, hey, can you send me your set video? I'm like, yeah. So I'd have to upload the fucking set video, and I'd see the same background that I was just at, and I'm like, ooh, this is pain.
Just rehashed.
Yeah, rehashed pain.
Fuck, dude. Yeah, but that's, learn. You learn from that, though. I mean, you probably won't do that again.
Oh,
right?
no. Well, I'm reworking the joke, all right? I like it, but I'm not.
Well, it's got to be. It's got to be. And to me, the reason why I don't want to kill some of these ideas is because there's a way to make it work. Oh, no. So I just got to find it.
Exactly. Some of the jokes I have now, that I'm doing now, have been in the shelf for like a year and a half. And occasionally, like when you're just got nothing going on in the night, you're like, let me look at these old jokes and let me see a fresh set of eyes. Let's see what's happening here.
Exactly, man. Exactly. It's like watching a movie or reading a book or a TV show when, years and years have passed and you're like, holy shit, I didn't pick up on that the first time.
Yeah, you got new ideas.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no.
It hits you different.
That's why I love comedy, too, It's similar like to music where, like, you can come back to, like, a beat that you were making on and shit like that. But, like, you just include the newer shit that you've learned, and then you can make it even better.
Yeah, exactly, man. You can. Because at the end of the day, a piece of art isn't ever finished or completed. It's just... it's given up on. You quit on it.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, because eventually you can fucking perfect it to death. You can fuck it up at that point.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta just know when to let it be and
let it go
and let it breathe. Yeah, let it. You gonna sing right now, dude?
No, I can't fucking sing for shit,
yeah,
dude.
Me neither, dude.
I fucking hate karaoke. That's the only thing. I love going to karaoke, but those like karaoke boxes where they give you your own private room.
Gotcha.
Those are so much fun.
Yeah.
Everyone just brings their own drinks. You get fucked up.
You can bring a gorb or a borg.
Yeah, dude. Bring a borg. Dude, I remember New Year's Eve a couple of years ago. I didn't even make. I passed out at 10 o'clock because we did karaoke beforehand.
Yeah.
And I got too lit during karaoke. The last thing I remember was me singing Big Time Rush. And then the next thing I know, I'm being carried out by my buddies.
Oh, shit, dude.
Yeah, so laying off the alcohol a little bit.
Yeah, man. Take the fucking gas off a little bit. Put a foot off the gas.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. It's saving me money. I mean, I did have a gin here, but I mean,
epic. No, I've saved so much. I mean, I have started drinking more energy drinks, sugar-free energy drinks.
Go.
And I feel that's my guilty. As long as it's sugar-free, I'm okay.
Hey, you don't get that crash though. That's the thing. That's what I found out with the sugar-free.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because of the sugar crash. I mean, even like when you have mixed drinks. The thing that's going to kill you the next day is the sugar.
I thought the gin and tonics were healthy. Then I found out how much sugar was in the tonic, so I just drink straight gin now.
Yeah,
that's my go-to.
What I would do.
Yeah,
I would just drink it straight. I was really into mezcal there at the end too.
Oh,
yeah, I fucking love that shit, dude.
It's rough though because like we do open mics and they're always at bars, So
exactly.
It's just like,
well, dude, I was doing shows. Dude, this is how bad it was, right? So I got a DUI in Bisbee.
Okay.
Where Gabe, the guy that does sound at Mic Drop.
Yeah.
He's from Bisbee, so we were connecting on that. I was like, last time I was there. Fallon, she's the bartender at St. Elmo's. She fucked me up. We threw a festival there in August.
Yeah.
It fucked me up. And then I was there this last time and fucked me up again and drove when I shouldn't have. No one got hurt. I just swerved. I had a tail light out. Guy pulled me over. In the morning, I realized, dude, it was like literally here to the Trader Joe's. The police department is.
Oh, shit.
I literally got pulled over right there. And it was like a mile from my buddy's house. And I forgot my point on that side. DUI.
Point is drinking and driving is bad.
It's bad. But no, the money you're saving with alcohol, right? Well, no, that's not my point. I will come back, dude. I haven't even fucking had anything. It's the heat.
Dude, it's the heat. Dude, we're out podcasting at 115 for you guys.
Getting busy. Oh, no, that's what I was going to say. So, first time I'm having any legal trouble as well, right? Never been arrested.
Right.
Never been in handcuffs, anything like that. But here I am, failed the sobriety, went through all the shit, fine. Came back home, realized that your license isn't really suspended. There's this whole weird thing when you're in this fucking DUI.
Dude, you're in that
You're in this
limbo.
haze. Yeah. You're in this haze where I can still operate, but, be careful, basically. And I go to a show, my buddy's show. I was like, let's go check out my buddy's show. Let's go. So I go, because for one, everywhere I've been going, I've either been performing there, or nobody's really carding me. It's at a bar, it's at a brewery or something like that. I'm old, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I go to this venue, the Rebel Lounge, and of course they ID everybody because it's 21 and over. And I pull out this fucking citation, bro, because at the bottom it says this is your driver's license, and the guy's like, no, and I didn't even think about it. I started freaking out when I got there because I was like, I don't have my ID. I didn't even think about it because everywhere I've been, I'm just performing. Yeah, I'm just in the back. Nobody fucking bothers me. And so I looked like a fool because me and my girl got dressed up, went all out, and then had to turn right back around and go home.
Shit, really?
And then now I got like a state ID. I went and I got an ID, like a travel ID. I was like, I should have that, but it was never an issue because I was a good drunk driver, which is shitty to say.
No, listen, practice makes perfect, all right? That's what people don't realize. Why do you think the Midwest have the best drunk drivers, all right? Because they practice every day, And
they start when they're 8.
They're the Kobe's of drunk driving.
Yeah. It didn't end so well for Kobe, though. Well, somebody else was drunk driving.
Dude, yeah, listen, they learn from the best. Dude, that's like that, my new bit I love that bit, how it's, I talk about how, like, if someone because I'm 24, so like someone my age quits drinking, or I say I'm quitting drinking, it's like an NFL player quitting in their prime.
Yes.
It's like, dude, you got years. And I love that idea of like drunk sports center, where he's just like, listen, he's retiring from drinking.
That's right. I have heard of this. Yeah.
He's only had 3 DUIs. Those are great numbers for how long he's been drinking. And then you get the guy across from that analyst. He's just like, he's driving with cars with lane assist. He's driving in a lane assist era. Send him back to the 80s where he's swerving between the lanes. And then we see how many DUIs he would have really gotten.
Yeah.
I'm working on that wording. It hasn't really always hit, but I love the
it's a great premise.
If anything, it'd make a great sketch.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So we're working on that.
Fucking would love to do. I would love to be part of a sketch comedy show, dude.
Oh, no, me too. Yeah, like Asshats And Shampoo, we want to have you on. But, like, that's my thing. I'm like, get a little more cash infusion and increase our budget, make some sketches. Because that one idea, I love. I love that idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, that's got lots of legs, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just get the wording, the delivery on that. And at the end of the day, that's what it is, man. And every crowd's going to be different.
Oh, definitely.
That's what you realize doing as much shows as you do. Because everybody just thinks it's like, you have it in your mind how it's going to go.
Oh, yeah.
I've been on stage and I'm just like, all right, this is what I'm going to say. And as my mouth is moving, my mind is going, why are you saying it like this, dude? This is how we plan.
And all of a sudden, you see a woman in the right side of the corner starting a Let's Go Brandon chat, and you don't know how to get out of this.
I think next time, dude, you just got to drop your pants.
Dude, that's just start jerking off on stage. You know? Whoa. I love that analogy one of my friends told me. He's like, dude, stand-up is like your first, like, cam show. You know, it's quiet, you're nervous, and the only person watching is your uncle. Like, I'm like, dude, that sometimes I do feel like that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm at the point, because I've been back in it for about 2 months now.
Yeah.
And I'm just at the point where it's like, just go get your rep, go say it how you intended in saying it. And then I'm not confident enough for crowd work yet.
Oh, dude, crowd work, like, I love seeing people that are great at crowd work. I'm like, that's amazing. Like, I do a little bit of crowd work, but it's always like, I'm like fishing for an answer almost. Like, I know what you need me, like, I'm looking for an answer, and if you don't say the answer I'm looking for, I have enough reps to know how to lure it back into a bit that I'm doing to make it look seamless.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
No, it's good. No, I did a little bit on Friday or Monday at Devil's, where it was just like, asking, it was like this, what's your favorite dictator? And this guy was kind of like going back and forth with me a little bit, but it was almost really just to kind of like make sure he's engaged.
Oh, dude.
And then I would just like do my own thing.
Devil's is always like a crowd. You got to be good at crowd work there. Like, that's how my best sets went, where I just did crowd work disguised crowd work because it led into material I wrote, but that's the way you got to do it because everyone's having their own conversations. You got to learn how to pivot them to pay attention to you.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I know you guys are enjoying your night, but I'm about to fucking ruin it.
Yeah, I know you're trying to fuck this chick right now, but I will tell you right now, she's not drunk enough yet. So pay attention here, and then loop back in an hour, and we'll see where we're at.
What if you go out for drinks with a girl and she doesn't know what to get?
Yeah.
What do you get her?
Dude, oh man, this is bad. I mostly white, probably a White Claw.
Just a White Claw, just
You know,
hey, here, what flavor do you want?
Yeah, what flavor, or like if I know what kind of drink she likes, like maybe like a gummy bear or shit like that. You know, like a sweeter cocktail.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like. Trying to think the last time like I took a girl out like to in terms of that besides like my ex, you know, because before that it was just like comedy show afterwards talk at least one of them will talk to me and then we're like, well, let's grab a drink and then we'll talk, and then after that, you know, shit happens. So.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Have you performed out of state? Well, you were mentioning California.
Yeah, I performed in California and New Mexico, which are very good.
What was New
venues.
Mexico like?
Oh, it was amazing. Dude, I was like back in Albuquerque. I was with Anthony A. He found out I was like from New Mexico too, so he was doing his first headlining gig. I'm pretty sure it was his first. If not, I'm sorry, I don't remember.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It was just got there, helped open up, met a lot of people. It was so nice. And I was just like, dude, I haven't been back to New Mexico in a couple years. And I came out after we got done with our 3 shows. I'm walking to my Uber, and I see 2 strippers fighting outside of the strip club next to the comedy club.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, this is the New Mexico I know and love right here. This is what I thought left, but it's still here. It's still alive. Albuquerque is still alive. We have strippers fighting in the streets. This is what I stand for.
The mayor is doing his job.
Yes.
Re-elect him.
We still have the green chili and the strippers fighting. That's all you want from the 505.
The 505.
Yeah.
New Mexico isn't all 505, is it?
I think it might be.
Oh, shit.
There's not a lot of people there, so
I guess is that what it comes down to? I don't know.
yeah, it's like we don't have enough people there to get a second area code.
Yeah, because Arizona is what, 928-480-602,
Yeah.
623.
Yep.
Is there another one?
No, I think that's it. I think New Mexico might have some 928 if you're down south because Tucson's kind of close to there. But as far as I know,
well, Tucson's 520.
Oh, okay.
It might be the northern region then, because 928. Obviously, I'm from I'm 928, and it
Yeah.
wraps around. I know they're like Sholo.
Yeah, I don't know enough, which is my ignorance showing. I'm like, dude, 505 is the only New Mexico I know. All right,
Same. It's only the only one that matters.
the only
bro.
one that matters. All right.
505. Do you have any showcases coming up or any bookings?
Not right now, but if anyone's interested, I'm here. I'm
This
here.
man.
I'm queer. I'm ready to steer the ship. So.
Fuck yeah. So you've done House of Comedy,
House Comedy,
Tempe Improv,
Improv,
have you stand up live,
Stir Crazy,
Yeah.
JP's, done some out of state shows in Santa Barbara, the Red Piano Club, love that.
Not familiar.
Yeah.
That's a good spot.
Yeah, love that spot.
Yeah.
Dry Heat Comedy Club in New Mexico, probably the best comedy club in New Mexico. I'm not even gonna lie, not just Albuquerque, but in New Mexico in general.
Yeah.
Love Dry Heat. Hope to be going back there in a couple months, but we'll see what happens. I'm trying to revamp. I'm trying to get 45 minutes by September. That's kind of my goal, and I'm at like 30. So,
Wow, solid,
yeah.
man. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. How what's your writing technique? We kind of talked about that because you have this little kind of like bullet
Notebook.
point.
Yeah.
And then do you handwrite stuff out?
Oh yeah, like I'll come up with a new bit that I think might be funny, and then I'll just write out all the different ways, and then I'll just repeatedly write it to get the repetition in my head. So when I go up on stage, it's not like it flows well.
Yeah.
And then from there, if I think it has legs, I'll rewrite it, and then eventually it goes into the smaller notepad with just like 2 or 3 words, and then we'll see what happens. And if not, doesn't work out.
Yeah.
But I always love what it does when it does. So.
Well, the issue that I had come into was that like you're at open mics, and I usually equate it to the music side because that's where I'm from, right?
Right.
And it's like imagine playing a show where 95% of the audience is just waiting for their turn to go play their instrument on stage.
Yep.
And then they're just analyzing your playing technique.
Yep.
And so like, they're there, but they're not present. Versus like when you're at like a club or like per se, say the mic drops, open mic, just because it's an actual like comedy club.
Right.
It's you do get those trailers that kind of come in and fill in those other seats. It's different, man. They're there, hoping to laugh and waiting for it and kind of encouraging your comedy while you're doing it versus like the random open mics that we do. But you can't use that as a crutch like I was, where I'm like, well, they're just comics. Like, it works. It'll work in this. It's like, no, it needs to be polished enough where if you can make comics chuckle or laugh or anything, it's going to hit that much harder.
That's why when it's rough on open mics, when you're near the end of the list, when there's like 4 comics there and those are the only people there, that's when, if you're really trying your hardest and it fucking kills, that it will kill in a larger room. So it's just added motivation for me. Like, the smaller the crowd, the more motivation. Not saying that the bigger crowd's like, I don't give a shit, but dude, if it kills in front of like 2 people that don't even know you and it's a genuine laugh, even like a little chuckle where you're like, okay, maybe the joke isn't there, but the premise is. Let me work on this, and then I'll be up for the next three hours after it, just trying to rewrite it, trying to make it better.
Yeah, what I'm trying to do now is I always got something playing on my phone or my earbuds, and it's usually a podcast or some music, but it's usually a podcast. And like, what I need to do more is sit in the silence, especially like on the drives to like anywhere I'm going to work or whatnot, is sit in the silence and just start repeating my bits and figure out a funnier way to say it. Because, dude, the first line that comes out, you're like, oh, that's funny. But it's like, no, it's scratching the surface.
Yeah, in some senses, you're delusional. Like, I've had that where I'm on stage and it is bombing. And I will I'll be like, guys, I'm so sorry, I'm delusional. It gets the crowd laughing because they know that you acknowledge that you're bombing and you're not a delusional guy who's going to get angry at the audience for not laughing.
Yeah.
And I think we've all seen when that does happen. And you're like, dude, no, this is ass.
Yeah, dude. Just collect yourself and fucking come back stronger. That's it. That's kind of where I'm at. A quote that's really been resonating with me the past 2 years because of the insecurities I dealt with the affair in my marriage and felt like I was doing all the right things and this and that. But is just the term undeniable. Just be undeniable, and then nobody can fuck you up. Because we're like, I don't like per se, and I don't bother to really look into anything pop culture or anything huge, anything. I'm too busy with my own shit, dude.
I feel that same shit,
so
man.
Like, I see Matt Rife getting all this fucking hate. Yes, he gets love, but he gets all this hate from comics, and I'm just like, dude, like, just work on your craft. Say, hey, dude, good job, you fucking made it. Yeah, he's a fucking handsome motherfucker. But honestly, that kind of counts against people. Because I felt like if somebody's like really good looking or attractive in any sort of, in a sense, it's like harder for them to form a personality, to have a work ethic, because it comes easy.
They just get shit handed,
Yeah. So for this person that's going up there that has all these looks, and you're already going to get judged for it, per se. But one guy was like, oh, you're over here paying $200 for Matt Rife tickets, but when your local friend comic was like, hey, come see me for $5 or $10, like, oh, you couldn't make time, this and that. And it's like, dude, just continue working on your craft and become undeniable. That's it.
The results will speak for themselves.
Yeah, just become undeniable.
Yeah.
That's it, man.
That's my whole thing. Like, I'll see people get gigs, and it's not like a hate thing because I love these people, but it's also like, dude, why am I not getting that? And then instead of going the victim, like, it's probably because I fucking suck, and I need to fix that.
Yeah, there's something that just needs to get better. People recognize it. Dude, if you're good, that means you're going to put butts in the seats. Do they want butts in the seats?
Yeah.
Then you'll get booked.
It's this one thing I heard is just like, if you were meant to be there, you would be there. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing I just think about. I'm like, if I were meant to be there, I'd be there. And if I'm not there, then what am I doing wrong? Is it the networking? Is it the joke writing? Is it anything else? And then I focus on that. I'm like, okay, I need to get better at this.
Yeah. And sometimes it is, our marketing. We don't know how to market ourselves per se, or, reach the right audience or reach it. And there is something to be said about that. So at that point, maybe if you think you are that good, seriously invest in a fucking manager or an agent at that point. And have them help you get to the spot where you feel like you should be then.
Oh, yeah. I know, for one, my big whole thing is marketing. So now I'm like, we're trying to record more, get more clips out. Mm-hmm. And then even though I have clips, I'm trying to build up enough like a back storage where like I can record like upload a clip every couple days and still have like 3 that haven't been uploaded yet. So I'm building up that catalog, and then I'm gonna start putting shit out.
Yeah, dude, I'm having fun with it, man. I love the process, man, because I'm very people like to see the behind the scenes shit.
Oh, dude,
you know,
they do.
and I'm trying so many new things, dude. I'm posting videos of me doing everything that interests me, and it's just to say, dude, I'm nowhere good at any of the things I do where it's like this guy's fucking amazing,
right?
But I'm having fun, I'm learning, I'm growing, and you know what, man, I love to reach new crowds and new friend circles, like, you know, getting involved with the comedy scene. It's just like, it's a whole new circle of people that I'm getting into, where last year I spent the whole time doing the music scene here. So all the local rock and blues bands and cover bands. And obviously I've been in music forever. And before that, you know, I was involved in a workout group, yoga. I love these different groups because I'm able to get more life experience that way instead of just sitting in your fucking echo chamber.
Oh yeah, no, that's the worst. It's the worst thing, just echo chamber surrounded by yes men. We saw that last guy that went up. Oh, dude.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, man.
I love him. But yeah, we're all guilty of that to some extent.
No, I'm not trying to put myself on a pedestal. I'm like, dude, I've been. That's why I was like laughing. Like, dude, I remember being there because I know he's a newer guy, and I'm like, I've been there.
And that's what you got to share.
Yeah,
you got to share it because people will understand it more to see that. And you know what? It might bring somebody in that otherwise wouldn't have given it the opportunity. Yeah. And then you don't know what fucking happens from there, man.
Of course not.
You know, how it affects them, how they change the community, the culture, all of that, man. It's just casting a wider net is the best thing overall that can happen, and then allowing it to play itself out on its own instead of like trying to control
manufacture
shit.
it. That's what I like about comedy, because like everyone comes from different backgrounds, but everyone has the same goal, and you see how different people write different jokes. Like I love bouncing off like a premise. I'm like, I have this punchline, and I'll talk to a couple buddies. They're like, maybe this, maybe this, maybe that, and then you just try all of them, and then it's like so much fun whenever another comic, like we were workshopping a bit, and I offered up like, hey, maybe try this punchline instead. He tries it and it kills, and you're like, dude, it's great.
That is such a good feeling.
Yeah.
Bro, like, even I had no business saying any of this, but even like to Matt, who just got here, I went up to him, I was like, what if you try saying this? He's like, oh, I've tried that before. And it's not. Yeah. It's not. Thanks, though, appreciate it. But it's like, you want to help, dude. You want to kind of like be like, oh, I kind of, not per se say, oh, that's because of me, but no, it's like you want them to do good.
Oh, no, exactly. It's like, you want them to succeed, and it's nice knowing that you had a hand in helping with that too.
And not being like, oh, I know this is funny, but I'm gonna hold it from him because, you know.
Yeah, no, it's also good because you're like, oh, I'm right. You know, I'm like, I knew this could work, and then whenever I see someone working, like saying a punchline, it's just like they said the punchline, which was amazing because the way they set it up was something I could never do. I'm just glad I could be that final little piece that puts it all, just a little cherry on top.
Yeah.
And just having that satisfaction whenever they kill on stage with that's all I need. Yeah. I'll be like, cool.
Exactly, man. Because it's just like with volunteers, when people volunteer anywhere, it's like we helped make that happen. You know, and it's a collective, man. At the end of the day, dude, there's so much to go around. Yeah. And again, if you would be there if it's meant to be, if you put in the work and you've become undeniable.
Yeah, and if not, I'll have that office job and I'll be listening to my friends that made it, and that's all I need.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, you won't be regretting not giving it, one last hurrah or an honest shot.
Yeah.
And who knows, man? Maybe if you don't, God forbid, you got tons of potential. Yeah. But you don't, doesn't mean you're not allowed to fucking try it fucking 10 years down the road anyways.
Oh, of course, yeah. It's just the goals will be better viewed as opposed to like, yeah, I'm gonna get on like this special. More like, I'm gonna make people laugh tonight. That's the goal. So
yeah. And at the end of the day, man, there's so much fucking shittiness out there that if you can fucking make one, I mean, we've all seen people with depression, man. And you can imagine that 50% of the people in these places, I mean, we're at bars, bro.
Dude, we're at bars on a Wednesday night and they're packed.
Exactly.
That says something.
Exactly. So here you are, man. You have a chance to make somebody smile that probably needed a fucking good laugh, dude. Like, take that for what it is and then just fucking hold your chin up, and be like, yeah, there it is. But I'm sharing all my shit, bro. I'm sharing the fucking bombs. I'm sharing. I mean, I had that one. It was a Santa Claus bit where I was like, there was so much dead air. I'm going to take all the dead air and make a clip of that.
Yeah.
So here's 5 minutes, and here's a minute and 20 seconds of dead fucking awkwardness.
Just show how hard this is.
Yeah. And then my last set at Mic Drop, I felt went really well. And I was like, you know what, man? This is 2 weeks after the fact. I'm going to share this too. And be like, listen, guys, you put up with this to get a portion of, not even fucking was a lot, dude. I didn't get any fucking crazy belly laughs, but there was engagement.
And that's all you need.
That's all I need. It's like a golf shot.
Dude, we're little whores for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, in your mind, you have a way that you think it's going to play out. Mm-hmm. And if it goes that way, that's what fucking hits, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I got into golf during COVID, and the beautiful thing was getting better. So I equate this a lot to my golf game. I mean, I was going to the range fucking 4 or 5 times a week and putting in my reps that way. And I can go play 18 holes and eat dog shit, bro. But if on the 18th hole, one of those hits, the ball does exactly what I envisioned it should do, worth it.
There we go, baby.
Fucking worth it, dude. So just same here. If one of my punchlines gets a few laughs, worth it.
That's all we need.
That's it, man. We don't need a whole lot, bro.
No.
We're human. We fool ourselves thinking that we need all this fucking excess, and we had dreams of grandeur.
Delusions of grandeur. I got that dog in me, that delusion of grandeur. All right.
Well, dude, we've sweat enough, man. I'm almost out of water. We need a refill on some gin.
Yeah.
Give people your social media handles, man.
Of course, man. If Instagram, TikTok, nothing's there yet. Just Pokemon shit, but they're both FIES for YOU, Fees for You. I got a podcast, Asshats And Shampoo.
Subscribe, please.
Yeah, we're starting new episodes again. We'd love to have you back on. We are in a bit of a roach motel, so we're trying to figure out the roach issue right now. We don't want roaches crawling on our guests.
It adds to the danger. That's the danger we talked about, man.
I know, the danger aspect, man. But yeah, no, we want to have you on. We're getting our little studio set up. It's probably just going to be the living room, but we're getting that set up.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
I love it, man.
But dude, thanks for having me on, man. I really appreciated this.
Yeah.
I love going on podcasts. I think even like podcasts are like the greatest ways to just meet new people too, and just kind of talk and deep dive.
It really is, man. And you know, our phones have been going off. I mean, my fucking watch is going crazy. And what other time do we set aside to have a conversation uninterrupted?
Yeah.
Uninterrupted. I mean, we've had people come in, but dude, this would never happen otherwise.
No, and that's why I like this. That's why, honestly, probably one of the better parts I like about the comedy, maybe not a better part, but just another aspect I like about the comedy scene is connecting with people on their podcasts. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, fuck yeah, man. I appreciate you coming on.
Appreciate the invite, man. I love it. I love it here.
Oh yeah. Well, let's get you up on stage, man. Let's do it.
Bet.
If we talking fresh it in, cause if you did the math correctly, you would see I'm greater than negative your wordplay plus my delivery. Now you quickly see why my whole grind is looking positive. I be on that hot shit, grab a mic and rock this. People could not see me